Hello YouTubers and welcome to this easy guide, easy mode video all about how to gear your character in three simple ways, how to reach the next tier as fast as possible. So basically what you really want to do is like look at the item power of the gear. It doesn't matter which level requirement it has. It totally doesn't affect any stat whatsoever. So basically what you want to do is if you are leveling from 1 to 50, the maximum item power is like from let's say 10 eye power to I believe roughly 625 roughly. So what you want to do is just level. I mean from level 10 to 20, of course, it's the only way you will find some lower item power gear, but it's possible you find a really high item power piece of gear, even at level 12 or 10 or 20 or 30. But uh, it's the only tier where item power can change according to your level. But basically, once you are level 50, all you want is gear with item power between 570, 550, 550, 570 up to 600 plus. If all your gear is roughly around 600 item power, you get the best gear you can ever find in tier 1 and tier 2. It's not gonna get any better because the maximum item power is directly related to the tier you are playing on. So let's say you level to 50, your item power from your character, roughly all your gear is around 600. You upgraded it, it has the right stats or not. It's not really that big of a deal in the first years that you don't have the right stats on it and whatsoever because you will replace it anyway. Then you just enter the capstone at level 50. Once you enter the capstone, real easy, you cleared it, you enter tier 3. Tier 3 is from 50 to 70 and the maximum item power, sacred, is 725 high power. So what's the big deal about item power? The moment you turn 50 and you enter tier 3, you can literally find an item that has 710 or 725 item power right off the bat. Number one, first item, boom, you got it. If you find such an item with 725 item powers at level 50, it will last all the way until you go to tier 4. It doesn't matter if you're 50, 45 even, if you got there early in tier 3, it really doesn't matter. It's not gonna get changed. It is the best sacred item you can ever find. If you upgraded it, it's even better than a base ancestral. So what's the big deal about that? It means that if you are 50 or below and you are in tier 3, all you need to look for is item power gear with 650 plus item power, preferably 670 plus item power all the way to 700 plus. If all your gear has roughly around 700 item power and the right stats and you have upgraded it, you can simply enter the capstone of level 70. I did a capstone of level 70 on this barbarian that you see right here at level 63 and I cleared it. It wasn't hard, just the last boss. He did a few heavy hitters, but you get potions. You can. I'm a hardcore player. You can take the Deadblock Elixir. But my entire gear was sacred. It had roughly around 700 item power. So I was getting bored. I mean, all the way to 70, it's boring, man. So I entered the dungeon, but my gear was totally overpowered because my item power was correct. And it's really weird because you think you need levels but actually you need item power to defeat content. And the levels is just something that's there to not over tune your lower level characters probably. So that's that. Once you get roughly 700 item power on your entire character, I would say starting from level 60, definitely on softcore, even before level 60. If you get the, if you get the item powers, you can clear the capstone of level 70, and you're literally farming tier 4. This one chose TV, but tier 4 basically. Then you can actually enter tier 4 at, let's say, level 60. The mobs are like 12 levels higher as you. Doesn't matter if you get the item powers, it will be a little bit rough. But if you go into Hell Tides or do some easy content, you will find some new items called Ancestral. And they can have item power up to 825 plus roughly. The highest item power ever found for now was 845, I believe, base. But that's an item, it's really weird if you find it. And the guy's level 100. So what I did, I entered tier 4. I found my first ancestral weapon, and it was 811 item power at level 64. It's best in slot. It's not gonna be replaced even if I'm 90 or 80 or 75 or 100 even. The item power is so high right off the bat that I don't need to change it anymore. And that's the big trick about the easy mode guide. To gear your character, don't focus on your level, focus on the item power maximums in the bracket you are playing, in the tiers you are playing. Just make sure you are around the maximum item power with the right stats upgraded, and you can move on. And that's how you can actually just clear content in tier 4 starting from level 60. And I would say if you start on tier 4 at level 60 and you find a few pieces with like 770 item power, 800 item power, you equip them, you can simply clear all the way to 70 and you will be like already done with gearing even before you are level 100. The only thing that will make gear better from 70 to 100 will be the right stats like stamina, strength, armor, damage reduction, damage to vulnerable, all these stats. The perfect rolls is a different thing, but with item power, you will have the max upgrades, the max life rolls you can have in the bracket, and that's how you should gear a character. You don't need to be looking at your level or look at should I change it? Oh, it's 3 levels higher, it must be better. No, you look at item power. Item power above level requirement, because level requirement is basically useless. You can have the best item from tier 4 at level 60. If you are playing tier 4 at level 60, you don't need to be 100. That's just the base of it. So I hope this helped you to make a clear understanding of how easy it is to actually gear your character. If you just don't look at levels but at item power, you will actually notice how overpowered your character can be in the best or the hardest content, even if you're like 10 or 15 levels below the things you are fighting. So that's it. If anything's not clear, just leave a comment and I'll try to answer it as good as I can. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next one.